Our presentation is on how color affects your mood. While many individuals are unaware of the use of color, color can be an influential factor that affects the daily functionings of society. For example, color has the ability to make a psychological impact on individuals by evoking emotions ranging from feelings of warmth and relaxation to feelings of anger and hatred. In our presentation, we will talk about the psychological properties of colors. We will begin with red. Red is a powerful color and can be perceived as strong, but also demanding and aggressive at times. Red has the power to stimulate individuals and raise the pulse rate. Blue is the color of the mind and is essentially soothing. It affects us mentally rather than the physical reaction we have to red. Strong blues will stimulate clear thought and lighter, soft blues will calm the mind and aid concentration. Yellow has the power to lift our spirits and self-esteem. It is the color of confidence and optimism. Green is the color of balance. Its properties include harmony, refreshment, restoration, and reassurance. However, it can symbolize envy as well. Purple is highly introverted and encourages deep contemplation or meditation. It has associations with royalty and usually communicates the finest possible quality. Since it is a combination of red and yellow, orange is stimulating and reaction to it is a combination of the physical and the emotional. It focuses our minds on issues of physical comfort, including food, warmth, and shelter. Negatively, it might focus on the exact opposite, which includes deprivation and frustration. Being a tint of red, pink also affects us physically, but it soothes rather than stimulates. It represents the feminine principle and is seen as nurturing, but can also be seen as a sign of physical weakness. Black is essentially an absence of light since no wavelengths are reflected, and it can therefore be menacing. It communicates sophistication and excellence, although it can convey emotions such as oppression, coldness, and heaviness. The color white is total reflection. Visually, white gives a heightened perception of space. It can convey hygiene, clarity, purity, cleanliness, and sophistication. However, it can also represent coldness and unfriendliness. Since different colors are associated with different meanings, there are common phrases that often use the color to create an appropriate message. For example, the phrase out of the blue means randomly, without warning, or surprisingly. The color blue is used because blue is associated with mysteriousness. Next, the phrase green with envy means to be very jealous or envious. Green is used because green is often associated with envy. The phrase gray area means something that is unclear or undefined. Since gray is a mix between black and white, the blending of the colors symbolize unclearness. Also, the phrase caught red-handed means to catch someone in the act of doing something. Red is associated because it symbolizes the fight or flight stimulation. Next, the phrase green thumb means to be skilled at gardening. Green is used because green is often associated with nature.
Because different colors are often associated with different meanings, our society often uses the different associations between different colors to an advantage in different industries. Companies are distinguishable by their colorful logos, which makes them easy to differentiate amongst customers. Companies and corporations select specific colors in order to assist in portraying their main goal. Statistics showcase that 84.7% of people cite color as the primary reason for buying a product. Also, 52% of people base their return to a store on overall appearance or aesthetic. The colors chosen by companies are connected to evoking specific emotions or represent certain aspects in marketing. For example, the color red has been studied in relation to marketing, and the results display that the color red increases heart rate, creates urgency often seen by clearance sales, and used for impulsive buyers. Some companies that utilize the color red are Target, Lay's, McDonald's, and Netflix. Another notable part within the marketing industry is targeting a specific audience. Color is crucial when creating a brand and the association desired. When a company is focused on a specific gender, color is typically taken into account. In order to aim for a certain personality, a company would select a color that is correlated with a specific concept. Some examples of color correlations include brown and rugged, purple and sophistication, and red with excitement. An influential example of a company that intertwined color within their products is Apple. There was a case study done that showcased that after $1.8 billion loss, Apple introduced colorful iMacs, which brought them up from the loss. Not only is color important in society, but more personally, the colors you choose have the ability to affect your mood. Color specialist Leatrice Eisman says, "We have a repository of information about a color. For example, the color blue is almost always associated with blue skies, which when we are children is a positive thing. It means playing outside and fun. Evolutionarily, it also means there are no storms to come. This is why it reminds us of stability and calm." This presents the impactful influence color has on people throughout life by building experiences. Research has found correlations between what colors are best in certain situations. For instance, when working out, one should wear orange because it represents stimulation and enthusiasm. Also, research has shown that the color orange increases oxygen supply to the brain, produces an energizing effect, and stimulates brain activity. Another interesting example is what colors that are suggested to wear on a date. Women should wear the color red because it is a color of passion and gets a person's blood pumping. Men should wear blue due to it being the most stable and calming color, so it can help calm nerves. Another daily recommendation discovered through research is to avoid wearing gray to work. This is because the color gray symbolizes uninvolved, passive, and a lack of energy. Furthermore, color holds a pivotal role in creating and maintaining different cultures. The way cultures interpret and see colors differs around the world. Color has different symbolisms in various countries, which aids in creating the diverse range of cultures in the world. An example is the color green's representation contrasting among Irish and Chinese cultures. In Ireland, green is an emblematic color which constitutes for their nickname the Emerald Isle due to the beautiful green landscapes. However, in China, green symbolizes infidelity. For the men, it is seen as taboo to wear a green hat because it means their wives have been unfaithful. The disparity between cultures presents how different interpretations shape a person's outlook on life. Color creates many traditions, and color meanings are evolutionary as they continuously pass down through the generations. Color's powerful impact is often displayed through pop culture. An example of how color is utilized in pop culture in our modern society is seen in Inside Out. The movie references the emotions associated with specific colors through each character. The movie enables a creative insight into the mind of a child by turning emotional aspects of her mind into colorful characters. Each character is attached with a certain emotion and color. The symbolisms of each emotion character includes the red is anger, blue is sadness, yellow is joy, purple is fear, and the green is disgust. The movie is an illustration of how much color influences our experiences and aids in decision making. Color holds an important part in our society today and personal interpretations of the world. Overall, we believe that color is an influential factor in society and always has been. So it is important to be aware of the properties of color and how they are associated with the everyday functions of society.